Hey, what's up, dude? Mason. Do you hear me? Mason. Hello? Yo, can you hear me? Okay, I know it's that true. So, is that the room you want me to? What? The one to the right. There's probably no spot, so you probably need to get it here. This is left. Yeah, that's like it's super long. The one to the right. Yeah, like you walk out the gym door, there's one right in front of you. That's not it. The one to the right. Are you in the room? Hello? It's right behind the teacher's desk when you walk through the gym. Literally, like, you walk in the door, it's to your left. You see the teacher's desk. Wall. Yeah. Yeah, when you walk in the door, it's to the left, right on the desk. Where the teacher's desk. It's right on the. I don't know what's over there. I can't see. So I don't know if you're gonna FaceTime me and let me see where you're at. Because the people that are asking me is all the ball. Let's see. Figure that and run that next door. Alright, will you tell me? Alright, I put a TV overlay on broadcast. Might have to adjust that. Hey, did you hear me? Okay, so I put it on the overlay, so whenever you come up, you'll see it. The scoreboard in the middle, like the graphic goes around it. You might have to adjust it a little bit. You do that on Boxcast, not on OBS. In the overlays tab, the overlays part. But it's up there. It's already built. Alright, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Top Sports Network for this evening's presentation of WPIAL Class 2A Girls Varsity Volleyball Playoffs. The semifinal round here at North Allegheny High School will feature the number 1 Freeport Yellowjackets and the number 5 Quaker Valley Quakers. My name is Josh Schreckengoss. Thanks so much for tuning in this evening and joining me on what is sure to be an exciting match. Here, Freeport has yet to drop a game in these playoffs. In fact, they haven't even come close. Really, the closest game that they've had is a 25-23 set against Neshannock over the weekend before they closed out the Lancers in straight sets. And number 5, Quaker Valley, pulled off the upset in their quarterfinal round matchup. They beat Central Valley 3-1. Caitlin Clark, 18 kills in that game for the Quakers. Molly McDonald had 16. And a come-from-behind upset for these Quaker Valley Quakers in the quarterfinals, and they will have their work cut out for them this evening here at the home of the Tigers, North Allegheny High School. Such a beautiful facility, really hospitable as soon as I walked in, very helpful. Got a nice platform up here in the top of the gym, as I'm sure you can see. This is a huge gymnasium, obviously one of the biggest in the WPIAL, and we're slicked up here on the platform. I got a platform all to myself, high-speed internet, great vantage point, and really thankful to North Allegheny for being such a great host. I've covered a lot of games here for the newspaper, the Leader Times, but never got a chance to stream a game here at North Allegheny, so first time for that. And I'm looking forward to what is sure to be a fun match tonight between the Yellowjackets and the Quakers. And as you can see on your screen right there, tonight, a great sponsor stepped up and helped us make this broadcast possible this evening. Freeport Monumental Works, memorials, markers, monuments, and more. Give them a visit, 344 2nd Street in Freeport, or give them a call, 724-295-2320. Thank you to Freeport Monumental Works for being a sponsor of this evening's broadcast. And if you or someone you know is interested in sponsoring High Top Sports Network's playoff coverage, well, we've got some football coming up, folks, and it would be great to have, somebody, poor guy just took one off the head down there during warm-ups. I was looking right at him when it happened. He never saw the ball coming, so he seems to be all right. He's smiling. Back to my original point, if you or someone you know is a local business owner or involved with a community organization and are interested in sponsoring High Top Sports Network's playoff coverage, well, this Friday night, the Armstrong Riverhawks take on the Blackhawk Cougars in a WPIAL Class 4A varsity football playoff game. Riverhawks hosting a first-round playoff game for the second year in a row, and we will be the official broadcaster of that game. Also, as an affiliate of the Trib High School Sports Network, your message can be seen on the Trib. So plenty of ways to get your message out there through High Top Sports Network's platforms. Of course, our website, hightopsportsnetwork.com. And you can find us on Facebook. Just search High Top Sports. On Twitter at #Hightop_sports. Or if you want to give us a ring, I was on the phone a lot today. Feel free to call the office, 724-824-3554. And again, as an affiliate of the Trib High School Sports Network, your message can be seen in a very wide swath of Western Pennsylvania. So feel free to reach out to us. We can certainly customize a message, get your company the exposure or community organization the recognition they deserve. And we've had a couple of different sponsors step up here throughout Freeport's run to the WPIAL semifinals. Johnny Carpet in downtown Freeport, of course, G&T Sports Cards Plus, Freeport Monumental Works. So thanks to those great sponsors. We always have room for more. If you listen to our broadcasts or, watch them, of course, and you can hear me talking too, you'll know that we do a good job of getting the message out there for our wonderful sponsors. And I've got My two young filmographers coming up here. They're going to turn on their camera, which is right beside me, for Quaker Valley. And we are getting ready for the starting lineups and the national anthem. And this semifinal match in WPIAL Class 2A about to get underway, just moments away. Thanks to Freeport Monumental Works for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. And the teams lined up on their respective baselines. It's kind of interesting how North Allegheny's set up. You got both sets of fans are sitting right next to each other. Usually volleyball games don't get too out of hand, so I'm sure it'll be all right. You know, they've got both sides of the bleachers opened up here at North Allegheny. Just a really spectacular gym. Well, you know, it's a special treat when Kayla Carnahan gets to bring her talents on the road here to North Allegheny. Kayla sings the national anthem at home Freeport games, and I got to hold the mic right there. I looked down and I thought, well, that's Kayla, and she's getting ready to sing. Just the absolutely beautiful voice, great rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Once again by Kayla Carnahan. Feel bad for her that she can't be out there playing with her teammates, but she really brings it on the national anthem every single match. And right now, the Quaker Valley Quakers being introduced. Once certain teams, they'll just announce the starting lineups. Other teams will announce the entire roster. I believe that's what Quaker Valley's doing right now, doing the whole roster. And Freeport, as we well know, 18 straight section championships. Just an unbelievable mark for head coach Tom Phillips in this program. And they are looking for their 7th WPIAL title since 2010. Just an unbelievable run of success. Of course, that 2017 state title mixed in there amongst all of the hardware. Quaker Valley looking to pull another upset and move on to the WPIAL final. The second semifinal coming up here at North Allegheny after this one. Shenango and Avonworth going at it for the other spot. And they will have the advantage of seeing who they're going to face. Both teams in the building already to watch this semifinal matchup between the Yellowjackets and Quakers. And as I mentioned over the weekend, Freeport took care of Neshannock in dominant fashion. Really never gave the Lancers a moment to breathe. And that's one thing that Coach Phillips, he brought the entire team up for the postgame. And I got to talk to pretty much all the girls that played, plus assistant coach Claire Kreitzer. She was a libero on that 2017 state title winning Yellowjacket squad. Then I got to talk to Coach Phillips himself. And you know, one thing that he really stresses is tempo, tempo, tempo. And it's not just an up-tempo game. They can slow it down when they need to. Coach Phillips, just a guru here at the game of volleyball, enjoying unprecedented success at Freeport. Got his lucky yellow baseball cap on down there. And I know that he always gives me the coach speak cliche answers when I ask him, what are the goals for this team? Because they have been so dominant this year. And he said, well, we have goals, but we try not to look ahead, not to look past any opponent, not to look at any match down the line. And he said something very interesting after that Neshannock match. He said, when you get caught staring down the road, that's when you get got. And, wiser words have never been spoken. Got to stay focused on the task at hand, and that's one thing that Freeport does extremely well, better than most. Looking to win WPIAL titles in 3A last year and 2A this year. Quite a feat in and of itself, but they got to get past the Quaker Valley Quakers here in the semis. Number 5, Quaker Valley, looking to put up a fight against the favorites. And Quaker Valley will have service to start this match, number 12. That is Vanessa Pickett. Well, that swing and a kill right off the rip. Cassidy Dell and Beach and Helgren will check out. Russo and I believe Whitlinger checking in. So 1-0 here. Jackets just underway. WPIAL 2A semifinals girls varsity volleyball. Blocked at the net. Josie Russo roofs it, shutting down number 11, Catherine Karwoski. So a good start for Freeport. A big kill from Dell and a big block from Russo, getting the Jackets started. And Ava Soilis at the line had a couple of really long service runs, but really long was the serve right there as Soilis sends it way deep and out of bounds for the service error. But keep an eye on Ava Soilis and her teammates. They tend to go on some pretty long service runs, and that helps them really take control of sets, especially in that second set against Neshannock. I think it was 25-6, and it seemed like Freeport was at the line the entire second set. So let's keep an eye on that. Freeport football head coach John Gaylott just walked in. His team 9-1 this year. First round bye for the Yellowjackets on the gridiron. Is that one free ball sent across by the libero, number 17, Hannah Lubert. And it goes wide on the far sideline there. But Coach Gaylott and those Yellowjackets, first round bye in the 3A bracket, the number 4 seed. Freeport. They will be on High Top Sports Network, their first round game. As the Jackets get another kill. Four to 1 Freeport. And at the line, Elena Whitlinger, sophomore. That one off the net. The lefty swing, number 10, Annika Cagle for the Quakers with the kill right there. Cagle, nice swing on that near side, left side. And she puts down the kill. And Dell quick set to Russo. She hangs in the air, but it's blocked. And I talked at length about how effective that quick set to Russo in the middle has been, but right there, an answer for it by Cagle. And I believe Vanessa Pickett also in the mix there. And that set just a little too high for Josie Russo. She kind of had to hang in the air right there. Well, the point going back to Freeport here must have had a net violation as they change it on the scoreboard. So 5-2 Jackets, Sydney Selker at the line for Freeport. And there's Russo again, shutting down the attack of number 9, Caitlin Clark. So Russo, a couple of big blocks in the early going of this first set. Selker Sends it across. Oh, and into the block again. Unbelievable. Freeport shifting perfectly. That was Whitlinger. Had Russo to her right. Didn't need her. Whitlinger got both hands on that attack by Annika Cagle and blocked it back to the Quaker Valley side. Point Freeport. Oh, misplay on the serve. Good hustle. And can Quaker Valley get it across? Yes, they can. But Freeport quickly sets up Leah Schreckengost, and she delivers the kill. So now an 8-2 lead for the Jackets. I nearly called Quaker Valley North Allegheny there, and it's not hard to see why. They've got pretty much the same colors. And on this black and yellow gym, it was nearly slipped up there and called Quaker Valley North Allegheny, but a timeout called early in set number 1. 8-2 Freeport, and head coach Mike Vavrek does not want to let this get away early in the first set. So a timeout trying to slow down the Jackets. But they are just a powerhouse. Extremely, extremely efficient on the offensive end. And has been playing excellent defense. I can count 2 blocks by Josie Russo and 1 by Whitlinger that ended up in points for Freeport. So good defense, good offense. Hallmarks of a championship team. And Selker is going to be at the line here, continuing her run. Well, back row attack, big swing and a kill. That was nicely played off the bump set. My number 8, Amelia McDonald. So McDonald got the bump set there. I believe it was Pickett that set her up. But she came in from the back row flying and took a big swing and able to put it down in front of Elena Whitlinger for a point. Misplay by Selker, so an ace there for Quaker Valley. So a couple of quick points here for the Quakers. And at the line, number 3, that's Shayna Kennard. Oh, and off the hands and out of bounds. Amelia McDonald there, but couldn't play it forward. So Freeport back to the service line. And taking a look down at the line, that'll be the lefty, Grace Beach. Sends it across. Little tip shot there, but Freeport ready for it as Dell tracks it down. Here's Schreckengost at the net, blocked up. And that swing just got too much hand on it, it looked like, from number 7, Nora Hammond. And that one sails out of bounds. So point for Freeport, 10-4. Jackets up here first set. Back row attack again. Strong swing by Amelia McDonald. She's kind of got a vicious whip from that back row. Good dig by Freeport to keep this alive. I'll be interested to see if Quaker Valley starts using McDonald in the back row. Good hustle play right there by Freeport, but out off of Schreckengost, so side out to Quaker Valley. I got a little guy up here, little baby, and his mom is checking the paints. He's up here. He looks like he's having a heck of a time. Oh, good dig there by Cassidy Dell. And just a free ball across. Pickett takes that swing, but Schreckengost there for the dig. And a free ball, so Freeport going to get a chance to set up. Wow, nice kill there. And rotating up to that front row was Amelia McDonald. So we talked a little bit about McDonald in the open. I'm going to just take a look because she had, I believe it was 16 kills. Yeah, 16 kills for the Quakers in that quarterfinal round upset as Whitlinger gets a kill. Side out back to the Jackets. Well, they called Cassidy Dell's name, and I think you might have seen my camera freeze right there when I transitioned over to Leah Schreckengost at the line. So we'll work on that as that swing by Whitlinger goes long and out of bounds here near sideline. But that was actually Leah Schreckengost at the line, not Cassidy Dell. Well, point to Quaker Valley, so hanging around are the Quakers here, 11-7. Freeport was up 8-2. And that one's off the block of Pickett and out of bounds. Also in the area was Catherine Karwoski. Elena Whitlinger to the line here for the Jackets. Well, there's McDonald. Oh, good diving dig in the back row by Whitlinger, keeping it alive for Freeport. And just out of bounds, just missing this near corner. I believe that was number 3, Shayna Kennard, with that swing. Just missing that back corner, so another point to the Jackets. And an ace. Whitlinger fired up at the service line. Now Freeport has doubled up the Quakers once again, trying to keep that lead extended. Whitlinger pushes it across. There's McDonald, tried to tip shot right there. It goes off Grace Beach in a diving attempt by Whitlinger. Nearly went face first into the bench, but good hustle there by Whitlinger. But the point inside out, go Quaker Valley's way. Yeah, that's going to be Vanessa Pickett to the line, number 12. Just gets it over the net, but it sailed on her. Might have hit the outside of her hand and goes out of bounds near side here on the Freeport half of the court. And Soilis, good dig right there. That ball at the net. Soilis looking for a call. I think she was looking to see if the Quakers would be called in the net, but to no avail. That makes it 15-9. Back to serve, number 8, Amelia McDonald. And Freeport gets the side out right back, so sometimes the ball doesn't lie. You think you're supposed to get a call, just go back out there and play hard at the next point, get it right back. This will be Cassidy Dell at the service line. Little jump serve there from Dell. Tip shot. Oh, good play by Soilis. Digging that out. Here's a tip from Schreckengost, but Pickett was there. And it's both teams trying that little tip. And that went out off of Nora Hammond. So Freeport starting to pull away a little bit. This has been the theme so far during these playoffs. Oh, and that dropped on the line for an ace. What a serve by Cassidy Dell, perfectly placed. on the baseline right there and just right in front of the line judge. He called it quickly, so what a serve by Cassidy Dell. Another good serve by Dell and off of number 17, Hannah Lubert, for another ace. And wouldn't be surprised if Coach Mike Vavrek uses a timeout. He does just that. So once again, Freeport pushing it to a 10-point lead. Coach Vavrek called that first timeout when Freeport was up 6. It seemed to work, slow them down a little bit. But the Jackets have taken control, have the momentum here. And while we have a timeout, let's thank one of our sponsors for this evening's broadcast, Freeport Monumental Works. Memorials, markers, monuments, and more. Visit them at 344 2nd Street, Freeport, or give them a call, 724-295-2320, and they will help you and your family through every part of the process of selecting and manufacturing a monument to honor your family and loved ones. You see my little dude here. He's got a nice and cleaned up, looking fresh. And he's back with mom and dad right down in front of me here. The kid has never stopped smiling. He's probably about 6 months old. And he has not stopped smiling this entire match. A little Freeport fan in the making. And he's enjoying this, as are the Jackets. As that service error puts another point on the docket for Freeport. 20-10, Sid Selker at the line now. Oh, into the block again. We've seen it now 4 times. That was Russo. She's got 3 huge blocks in this first set. Now Freeport just 4 points away from taking a 1-0 lead. Still have not dropped a set in this playoff run. And they have looked mighty good in their 2 matches so far in this 2A bracket. Oh, and out of bounds right there. Just a little too long for Whitlinger. Oh, and they're going to get the deflection. Found some contact at the net there on Quaker Valley's side. So that'll be a kill for Elena Whitlinger and another point for Freeport as Selker heads back to the line. And out of bounds, another point going Freeport's way. Off the net. Dell right there. Soyless bump set. Schreckengoss taking her time off the block and down. And we are at set point 24-10. Freeport trying to ice this first set. Take a 1-0 lead. Selker back to the line trying to end it for the Jackets. Soyless bump set to Schreckengoss again. It worked last point. It will work again. Freeport takes the first set in commanding fashion, 25-10. Yellowjackets getting a standing ovation from their fans here at North Allegheny Senior High School. The Freeport faithful extremely excited about that first set, and why not? 25-10. Jackets dominant so far during this playoff run. That's 7 straight sets they have won. Trying to stay perfect here against the number 5 Quaker Valley Quakers. Quaker Valley did some good things right there, but it's just like as soon as you look up, Freeport's up 9 points. And it's just so quick and so efficient. They do not make very many mistakes at all. And the mistakes that they make, you know, they remedy them on the very next point. They don't allow their opponent to go on big runs. They themselves go on big runs. Great service. You know, Coach Phillips stresses the serve-receive game, and his team certainly buying what Coach Phillips is selling, because this team is just on a roll right now. 18th straight section championship, undefeated in the section. Only 2 losses this year. I've talked about it a couple of times. Came to a couple of 4A schools, one right here at North Allegheny, and a 5-set thriller at Freeport. Dropped it to Seneca Valley, but both of those 4A teams, and North Allegheny just a powerhouse. Seneca Valley also very talented volleyball program. So Coach Phillips, he didn't give his team any cupcakes this year on the schedule. I'll tell you that much. They had Mars, Armstrong. You know, they played up all of their exhibition games, I believe, were against higher classification teams. And, of course, that undefeated mark in the section. And it has paid dividends. He has spoken to him several times so far, before the season, during the season, and now throughout the postseason. And he said, I knew those matches would pay dividends for us. And they certainly look to be doing just that right now, as Freeport, dare I say, cruising through the WPIAL Class 2A bracket. I'm going to try and get that other camera back up and running here. It froze a little bit on me whenever I transitioned over to the service line, but hopefully we got her figured out now. Oh, indeed we do. So we'll get her back up there for you. It's nice to have a service cam on the Freeport side of the court. The Jackets, quick work in that first set, 25-10 over the Quakers. And as I said, you know, the mistakes that they make, few and far between, and they do not let them build, I'll tell you that. So getting the rotation sorted out here. We're about to sort out set number 2. Taking a little sip of my complimentary Diet Pepsi that the fine ladies at the North Allegheny concession stand just handed me and told me to get out of there because it wasn't open yet. So here is Soilis to start it off. Set number 2 underway. Oh, tip shot. I think that one came up into the net. Don't know if Selker got a block on that or not. Well, they're gonna give Selker a block on that down at the scorer's table. So again, that Freeport blocking at the net coming up big. And into the net. That one was certainly a little bit short there, that swing by number 10, Annika Cagle. So that'll put Freeport up 2-0 here. Soilis still at the line. Oh, Schreckengoss laid out for it, but a good kill over there. I think that was Vanessa Pickett. Nope, they're going to give it to McDonald. Amelia McDonald with that kill. And Selker going to get a chance right there. Good dig by Pickett. Off the deflection at the net. Free ball sent across. Dell going to try and quick set Russo. Good body control by Josie Russo to get a hand on that. That set was a little bit over her head. Here's Selker again blocked up. And Soilis laying out for the dig. Good hustle by the Jackets, but Schreckengoss unable to play it back. Oh, perfect serve right there. You got to give some credit. A very, very nice serve. Perfectly placed by Molly McDonald. I mean, they've got her listed on the roster as Amelia McDonald, but seems like I've heard some people call her Molly. Well, Russo, a swing. That was back row to McDonald. Good dig. And a good rally here for these two teams. Selker, free ball. And a kill. The lefty, Annika Cagle, comes swooping in and gets that kill in the middle. So, couple of point lead here for the Quakers, their biggest lead so far tonight. You got to give credit to this Quaker Valley team coming out here in the second set, not intimidated after dropping that first one 25-10. Free ball into the net, couldn't get it across. Reckendorf's kind of falling away. So 5-2 now. Here's an interesting spot that Freeport has not seen so far in these playoffs. Get down a few points. Do not expect Freeport head coach Tom Phillips to use a timeout anytime soon. He's really adamant on letting his team try to work through difficulty on the court. Well, a couple of big swings right there by Cagle, the Freeport ready. And there's a kill. So just like that, Cassidy Dell ends the Quaker Valley run. And it's going to send Freeport back to the service line. And Dell had a good run in that first set at the line. See if she can duplicate that back row attack. That was Whitlinger with the swing, but Quaker Valley ready. Tip shot there by Cagle. Oh, a little push by Dell, perfectly placed. Pickett laid out for it, but unable to dig it. So that will be another point for the Jackets coming right back. Well, the point awarded to Freeport. Quaker Valley celebrating right there like they had a kill, but it goes to the Jackets. And Dell will continue to serve. And that one will drop for the Quakers. Six-5, Quaker Valley in the lead. Selker going to get a kill right there, going through the block. So we're all tied up at 6. And that'll send Sydney Selker to the service line for Freeport. Oh, a good serve by Selker. Misplay right there by Quaker Valley, but they're able to recover. And point. Block came down out of bounds. A little trouble with that serve, but Freeport able to recover. Nice block. So Quaker Valley definitely coming to play here at set number 2. 8-6 now. Quakers back on top by a couple. Certainly giving Freeport their best right now, and that jump serve just a little bit too long. Service error by Shayna Kennard. Grace Beach, the lefty. Southpaw service. Good dig by Selker, but it gets too close to the net. Dell couldn't do much with it. Selker kind of dug that running away. Just a little too much on the pass forward, trying to get it to Dell, but it ends up in the net. Well, blocked right there. Nice play. Oh, and another block. Put it down. Quaker Valley fired up right now. That was Amelia McDonald. Molly with another big block. So the Quakers have kind of turned the tables a little bit on Freeport here, kind of giving them a little bit of their own medicine. A service error. And Nora Hammond taps her chest, says, my bad. But that point will go Freeport's way. It's 10-8 now. Quakers on top. Set number 2, WPIAL Class 2A semifinals here on High Top Sports Network. This game also available on the Trib High School Sports Network as well as our social media platforms. Thanks to Freeport Monumental Works for being sponsored tonight. And we will have some football coming up here Friday night. Armstrong Blackhawk in the 4A bracket, and then District 6 first round action, West Shamokin and Richland. And then next week, as a kill in the middle, put it down with authority, did Caitlin Clark. Well, next week, these Freeport Yellowjackets, the football team, will be on High Top Sports Network. Wait to find out who they will play. First round bye for the 9-1 section champion Jackets. Blocked at the net, just goes out of bounds. Little break for Freeport there. Catherine Karwoski got two hands on it, but just couldn't keep it in bounds. No point for the Jackets there. It's the kill from Cassidy Dell. And as Coach Phillips said to me after the Neshannock match, she's money all the time. And that is not an understatement, an all-state player. And just really the catalyst of this offense. That was off the block, out of bounds. So another kill for McDonald. She's really turned it on here in set number 2. And Quaker Valley trying to weather the storm. That first set, Freeport all over the Quakers. But playing a completely different ball game here in set number 2. Selker blocked up and it drops. So Selker responds with a big kill. Ava Soilis heading to the line. Freeport down a point, 12-11 here, set number 2. Thanks for tuning in to High Top Sports Network. Thanks to Freeport Monumental Works for being the sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Blocked at the net, but down Russo and Dell couldn't put it back across the net. So Quaker Valley continuing to just try and push a little bit more forward with every single point. And that's what you need to win by is 2, and they've been able to really kind of maintain that 2-point lead, and it'll be up to 3 now. As that one misplayed in the back row, an ace for McDonald. She has certainly brought her A game tonight. Oh, wow, what a save by Quaker Valley. So 14-12. Freeport into the net on the serve. That error will give a point to the Quakers and send number 11, Catherine Karwoski, to the line. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been an impressive second set here for Quaker Valley. Not getting down after that first set really speaks to the mentality of this team. They pulled the upset off against Central Valley to get here. And right now, giving Freeport all they can handle here in set number 2. Misplay by Selker. So now Coach Phillips will use that first timeout. Haven't seen him call many at all so far this postseason. So far at all this season, really. And we have timeout on the court. So I'll let you folks know again that we've got some football games coming up here pretty soon. Friday night to be exact, the Armstrong Riverhawks, number 4 seed in 4A, will host Blackhawk, another home playoff game at Armstrong, 2 years in a row. The Riverhawks hosting a first-round playoff game. Picked up the first win in school history, first playoff win in school history last year over Montour in that first round. Looking to repeat the feat this year against the Cougars. And West Shamokin will be on the road, making that long ride down to Richland to take on number 1 Richland in the District 6 2A quarterfinals. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, reach out. Plenty of ways to find us. High Top Sports Network. We'll get your message out there, your information, whatever you want to talk about. Like a custom-made commercial, or you want us to come up with some live reads, do some logos. We've got a full-on bag of tricks, I guess you would say. Try and really give our sponsors what they want. Work with your budget. Get that message out there. And, of course, your support means that we can bring this awesome playoff coverage to folks out there free of charge. And that's a big deal these days. You know, a lot of folks during the pandemic, whenever we started up, bought subscriptions to NFHS, and you know, pretty much every school has it, but nowadays I think the novelty's kind of wearing off. And I think what we bring to the table at High Top Sports Network with color commentary, interviews, additional content, all the goodies that you can't get from a robotic camera. You want to be involved? Oh, blocked at the net by Russo. 4 hits. Oh, they do not give Russo the block. That was actually into the net and short Quaker Valley. So out of the timeout, Freeport rattling off 3 straight points. And Sydney Selker at the line. Off the block and a kill for Annika Cagle. She's been good here on that near side. Lefty outside hitter. 5'7" senior. So Cagle with a big kill there to stop the Freeport run. 18-15 Quakers on top. Oh, that one's blocked down. And a big roof there for Caitlin Clark. I think she was a little bit in disbelief after she put that down so cleanly. So now a 4-point lead here. We're getting to the end of this second set, or getting close to it. And a free ball, so Freeport going to have a chance Get that offense set up. Quick set. Russo off the block. They're going to call a net violation on Quaker Valley. And I believe it's number 7. That was whistled. That's Nora Hammond taking the violation in the net, 19-16. And Grace Beach heads to the line. Now out of bounds there, and first one to 20 is Quaker Valley in this set. Nora Hammond to the line for the Quakers. 4-point lead for Quaker Valley, just over the tape. And Schreckengoss with the runner, but a dig there by Shayna Kennard. Well, that tip shot right there by Whitlinger goes off Kennard and out of bounds. So Freeport not ready to give this one up just yet. Leah Schreckengoss to the line for the Yellowjackets. Little jump serve there by Schreckengoss, nicely placed. Blocked up. Oh, a diving attempt by Whitlinger keeps it alive. Schreckengoss goes back row with the free ball. And McDonald tipped at the net right there. And the free, oh man, what a shot by Whitlinger. I thought she was just going to pop a little free ball across there. But drops it in front of Kennard for the point. And Freeport now back to within 2. And a timeout called by Quaker Valley head coach Mike Babrek. So the Yellowjackets fighting back here. Quaker Valley giving Freeport all they can handle right now. And I'll tell you what, it's been a really entertaining set. Quaker Valley coming out of that first set, you might have had some questions about how they would respond to being thoroughly dominated in that first set, 25-10. I mean, that is not close in a volleyball set. You think, oh man, start the match like this? But I'll tell you what, give the Quakers credit. They have come out firing in this second set. And up 20-18 right now, but Freeport heading to the service line. And it is Leah Schreckengoss back there. Sends it over the net. Walked up at the net. McDonald's going to get a swing, but blocked again. Freeport using that size defensively. And Dell off the quick set. Came across there from Beach. And Dell playing that outside hitter. She does not come off the court. As Coach Phillips told us, 6 rotation player. She's out there at all times for good reason. Oh, the tip. Couldn't get it over McDonald into the net right there. So now we're all tied up at 20 apiece in set number 2. Schreckengoss continuing to serve. Well, into the block. Dell able to keep it alive. Tip shot goes out of bounds. So Quaker Valley back in front. Oh, the tip shot. And it worked for Freeport. That was Whitlinger. Perfectly placed. Just a sophomore. Really, really impressed with how Elena Whitlinger has played this season in the matches that I've been able to cover for the Yellowjackets, especially in the playoffs. Whitlinger has been very, very solid
for this Yellowjackets team. 21 apiece after that kill by Whitlinger. McDonald takes a big swing and kept alive by Freeport. Wow, Soilus with the original dig, and the tip shot comes up short. Catherine Karwoski covered her eyes after that shot. She knew she had missed. And now Freeport back on top. And to the service line. Once again, Elena Whitlinger. And sent across. Tip shot there. Freeport ready for it, but it pops away. Soilus, good hustle again by Ava Soilus to keep that ball back in play. McDonald off the block and a kill. So back and forth. This is like a heavyweight fight in this second set. Those teams swinging big. And Pickett. Oh, Soilus, nearly a misplay, but they kept it alive once again. And off of the block and out of bounds. Cagle going to get that off the tip. So what a second set here, 23-22. Freeport head coach Tom Phillips uses another timeout. Certainly a strategy session upcoming here in the middle of that Freeport huddle from Coach Phillips. And you could see the emotion from Quaker Valley. After that last kill by Cagle, they were jumping up and down. Very, very excited. Trying to do something that nobody's been able to do here so far in this playoff run, and that's take a set off of the number 1 seeded Yellowjackets. And they are just a couple of points away from doing just that. Quaker Valley taking their time in the huddle. Why not use the entire minute? Freeport, Coach Phillips talks to them for 25 seconds. They're back on the court. They're ready to go. And I guess there was about 15 seconds left of that timeout before Quaker Valley retook the court. So 23-22, Quakers on top at the line. Vanessa Pickett. And let's see if Freeport has an answer coming out of the timeout. Pickett just over the net. We're setting up Dell, and it drops. A big kill from Cassidy Dell. Grace Beach again the assist. And when they're both on the court at the same time, you kind of look for that ball to go towards number 23, Cassidy Dell. Listed as a setter on the roster, but can certainly play that outside hitter position, with true skill. Davis Soilus to the line here. Freeport needing a couple. Cagle didn't get much on that. Soilus able to do it. Selker, and it's off the block and over the libero, Hannah Lubert. And that ball landed perfectly and bounced. Didn't need to. It came off of the deflection, but just in a place where Lubert couldn't get to, and a timeout taken by Quaker Valley head coach Mike Vavrak. You don't want to go down 2-0 right here, especially since your team has fought so hard in this second set. So trying to slow it down once again is Vavrak. But Freeport just a point away. Certainly their toughest set that they've faced so far in these WPIAL playoffs. And Jackets on the court, raring to go again. So Ava Soilus trying to end it here in set number 2 from the service line. And a free ball, so Freeport going to get a chance here. Quick set, Russo off the block and down, out of bounds. Freeport comes from behind. The Yellowjackets championship medal in that second set. Really tested by Quaker Valley. You got to give the Quakers a boatload of credit right there. Tip your cap. They put Freeport on the ropes, but the Jackets, heart of a champion for sure, battling back. And that's just shows the mindset of this team. They don't even want to drop a game. You know, right there, you can kind of fold it up if you want. Hey, you know, we're still the better team. Well, tie it up at 1, no big deal. No, not these Yellowjackets. They do not surrender anything lightly. Right now, assistant coach Claire Kreitzer talking to the huddle as Coach Phillips works on those rotations in his lineup. Thanks to Freeport Monumental Works for being sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Feel free to reach out to us if you or someone you know is a local business owner or involved with a community organization and would like to sponsor High Top Sports Network's coverage of the playoffs here. Fall sports playoffs are upon us. Football going to get started here in just a few days. We will have it for you. Armstrong and West Shamokin. Those two teams will be in action this Friday night. And then next week, Freeport Yellowjackets, after a first-round bye, will be in action. Both Freeport and Armstrong section champs this year. It's a nice little thing for the area. Have a couple of really good football teams for the local fans to root for. And the only loss for those Yellowjackets all season long came to Armstrong, a 4A team. Otherwise, Freeport has looked absolutely dominant this year. Got to give credit to head coach John Gaylott and the way he's put it together with senior quarterback Gavin Croney. Obviously, you feed Ben Lane the rock, he is going to end up in the end zone more often than not and in more ways than one. We've seen Lane return interceptions, punt returns, kickoffs, of course, run the ball and catch it. He threw one. The game I did down there at Valley. The Jackets took care of the Vikings in a big way, so excited to see what these Freeport Yellowjackets have in store on the gridiron. And what we know they have in store here on the court is just a wrecking ball of a team right now, making their way through this WPIAL 2A bracket in extremely dominant fashion. So getting ready for set number 3. Freeport up 2-0 after coming back to take that second set 25-23. And we will see if Quaker Valley can once again dig deep and find a way to prolong this match. Because right now Freeport has all of the momentum, especially after an emotional comeback in that second set. Again, you are watching High Top Sports Network. My name is Josh Schreckengoss. Thank you for tuning in tonight. See you folks out there paying attention to the game. No matter where you're watching this, whether it's on our website, hightopsportsnetwork.com, Freeport over the net right there. So that first point of set number 3 goes to Quaker Valley. But you may be checking us out on the Trib High School Sports Network. High Top Sports Network, an affiliate of the Trib. And wow, what a save by Whitlinger to keep it alive, or excuse me, Dell to keep it alive. And there's Dell again. Freeport has done that several times so far in this match. Is never giving up on a ball and into the block. Cagle will get the kill right there, but good hustle once again by the Jackets. Keep that ball alive. As I mentioned, you may be checking us out on the Trib. Our football coverage will also be on the Trib High School Sports Network this fall. Or you might see us on Facebook or Twitter, maybe even YouTube. Wherever you are tuning in tonight, thank you so much for doing just that. So quick 3-0 lead here for Quaker Valley. Set number 3 blocked at the net. Here's Selker, and she's blocked. Right back. Gonna set up Selker again, and a kill. So Freeport on the board here in set number 3. Also got some District 6 Class 2A volleyball on the network tonight. If you want to tune into that, maybe after the conclusion of this one, West Shamokin hosting Marion Center. Heritage Conference foes going at it in the District 6 playoffs. Oh, the free ball drops. And you could see that Quaker Valley was in the middle of their defensive alignment, trying to get set up, and just popped across there with a free ball into the dead space in the middle of the court. And down for the point, so Selker heading to the line. And an explanation here to Dell. Not sure what that was all about, but ready to restart play. Oh, it drops for the Jackets, and another point Freeport's way. Tied it right back up. Did these Freeport Yellowjackets. Certainly not giving an inch to the Quakers tonight. Oh, and a nice kill there. That was Cagle. Monica Cagle, another kill for her. She's had a nice match this evening. And as mentioned at the beginning of our broadcast, the other semifinal coming up here. Not going to be televised on High Top Sports Network this evening, but Shenango and Avonworth going at it in the match to follow this one. And that will set the winner of that match. They'll take on the winner of this match for a WPIAL Class 2A title. So that's going to send Ava Soilis to the line. Well, good rally here for these two teams. Schreckengost bumps to Dell, and it works. Hadley Helgren, haven't called her name very often tonight. She had a couple of big blocks there in set number 1, but Helgren gets the quick set from Cassidy Dell, and we'll put it away. Oh, big kill right there by Whitlinger. I'll tell you what, do not want to stand in front of that. I don't think you could pay me enough. That one looked like it had some mustard on it. 6-4 now. Freeport on top. Grace Beach just drops it over. Perfectly placed. Little lob serve there by Grace Beach. And the back row of Quaker Valley couldn't react in time. So an ace for Beach, and a timeout taken by Quaker Valley head coach Mike Vavrek. And I spoke too soon. My little buddy here, he is now crying. And I feel bad for his mom and dad because I have been there. You want to go out and support the team? We got the little guy with you. He looked super happy when they got here. But now the tide has turned. Little man looks a little sleepy. And the tears have started. So an update on my little buddy here, my little Freeport guy right in front. Don't level off. It'll be all right. And speaking of leveling off, Freeport has done just that. You know, that second set kind of looked problematic for the majority of the set. You know, Quaker Valley really giving Freeport all they can handle there, and Freeport at the last second hit the gas and turned it on. Set number 3 underway now. 25-23 was that set number 2. Out of bounds. Off of Quaker Valley. 8-4 now, Jackets on top. Service error at that point goes the way of the Quakers. Now 8-5. And to the line. That's number 11, Catherine Karwoski, but the service error ends it before it can start. Freeport 9-5. This is what I was talking about a little bit after that first set. It's like you kind of look up and, oh, now they're up 4 points. Now they're up 7 points. You know, it's one of the hallmarks of this team, the way that they can just put together a quick run and, you know, open up that lead. Wow, Beach sets up Dell, and she does not miss. Cassidy Dell, plenty of time to get set up, time that jump, perfectly placed set by Beach. Another assist for Grace Beach, perfect. And Dell just rifled it into the court. Big kill. Oh, joust at the net. Freeport keeps it alive. And that one going to be close to the net and over. So I'm not sure who got it, Helgren or Whitlinger. Just, oh man, that's just a couple inches away, really, from being right in the middle of the net where you could go for that ball. But on the Quaker Valley side of it, I think it might have been Helgren. Not sure. She and Whitlinger both there. But either way. Oh, and into the net again. Another service error for Quaker Valley. Those have been a little bit of a bugaboo here in set number 3. 11-6 now. Oh, and off the Beach. And out of bounds, 4-point. Quakers hanging around. 11-7. Nora Hammond at the line. Oh, blocked at the net again. Good D by Freeport. And that one ends up in the bleachers. Dell sets up Selker. Good dig by Lubert. And Selker again. Some nice defense blocking it up at the net. Wow, somehow Quaker Valley gets it across. What a save there by Hammond. And Lubert up off the court. Can she drop it in? She does. Quick set Russo, and she'll get the kill. Cassidy Dell with that quick set once again. And perfectly placed by Josie Russo with Quaker Valley defense kind of out of position right there. Had to scramble all over the place to try and keep the ball alive. Well, McDonald blocked at the net. Dell able to pop it back up. She's going to get a chance, and she nails it. Cassidy Dell, 14-7. Now you just get the feeling that Freeport starting to find it, starting to sense that they are just 11 points away from another trip to the WPIAL championship game. Soilus, good serve. Gets it across. Lubert was there. Oh, and that one kind of got up on Whitlinger's forearms and unable to play it. So a point for the Quakers right there. Oh, misplay in the back row. And it drops. Oh, man. Well, Freeport starting to find it at the net. I got to give Quaker Valley some credit. I'm really impressed with their moxie in that second set. You can see the third set kind of getting away from them right now, but still out there working hard. I mean, this Freeport team is just, they are that good. Oh, perfect. Perfect two-handed push on the second hit there by Dell. But, you know, Quaker Valley, they get to the semifinals, and you know what that means. That's a trip to states. And that's one thing Coach Phillips and I spoke about a little bit after Saturday's match against Neshannock. He said, look, you know, of course we want to win a WPIL title. It's the goal of girls. Cassidy Dell and Davis Soilus, both seniors, team leaders, they both mentioned that to me on the post game as well. But he said, look, you know, ultimately we want to be involved in the state tournament, and getting to the semifinals qualifies you for the state tournament. So Quaker Valley, their season not going to be done just yet, even if they do fall in this match. Perfect serve there across, just over the tape, and an even better kill for Catherine Kowarski. So still hanging in there are the Quakers. And Vanessa Pickett picking her spot at the service line. And she's going to send it across here for the Quakers. Well, got a little bit of a delay. Not sure what that was about. I think some, I don't know which team that is down there, Shenango or Avonworth, but I think it's Avonworth, and they are itching to get on the court. They're all kind of hanging in the corner right there, and coach is telling them to get out of the way. He just sent them all out the door, basically. Service error after the delay, so Pickett ends up in the net. 19-9. Now Freeport just 6 points away from a return trip to the WPIL championship match. Selker on the line. Well, the Quakers get a point right there. Dell set over to Whitlinger. Lubert there for the dig. Back row attack McDonald, but Russo at the net. And they're going to get a double hit violation against Quaker Valley. Boy, I'll tell you what, Josie Russo just owning that middle. She has looked dynamite defensively tonight. Josie Russo really playing a nice match for the Yellowjackets. Well, the service They're going to replay that point. And blocked down in the area. Annika Cagle and Catherine Catherine Karwoski stumbled over that name there. Apologies, Catherine. We've only said it about 10 times tonight. And an ace from the service line. Molly McDonald. So I got to take a point off the scoreboard there for Freeport as we replayed that prior point. Well, Freeport working hard to try and keep it alive. The Quaker Valley able to hang on there for that point. Draw one more closer, and a timeout taken by Freeport head coach Tom Phillips. His team in the huddle right now, looking to close this WPIAL Class 2A semifinal match out against Quaker Valley. But right now, the Quakers giving it all they got to try and keep it alive. And once again, thank you for joining us on High Top Sports Network. My name is Josh Schreckengast. Much appreciated. Also got District 6 Class 2A quarterfinal volleyball match going on right now on the network. West Shamokin hosting Marion Center. So a couple of playoff volleyball matches this evening. Getting ready for some playoff football come Friday night. And an ace out of the timeout. So McDonald having a run at the service line here for the Quakers. Oh, too long there for McDonald, and tried to put a little bit of extra sauce on that, and it just sailed on her a little bit and out of bounds. Yellowjackets now 5 points away. Oh, big swing, but just out of bounds. In the middle, that was Hadley Helgren. Couldn't keep it in. So another point for Quaker Valley, 20-15. Now, contested ball at the net here. McDonald from the back row. Good dig by Selker. Sends it across, and Ridlinger ends up with the kill. And that's just how good they pass. Those Yellowjackets, boy, I'll tell you what, McDonald really put a swing on that ball. Selker stood her ground. Good ding, passed it forward perfectly. Set right into Helgren's wheelhouse, and she puts it down. Oh, misplay and an ace for Leah Schreckengast. Now a couple of points away here. Well, 3 of them actually for Freeport here in set number 3. Trying to make it yet another straight sets victory, marching to the WPIAL championship game. And a misplay again, so back-to-back aces for Schreckengast. And now the Jackets a couple of points away. Trekkingoff, trying to find the near sideline here. Just couldn't drop it in. It's a little bit long. (23-16). Quaker Valley with the serve. Blocked at the net. One more time, and it's going to take a free ball to get across here. They do it. Beach, quick set. Helgren let it dig in the back row. And a kill there for Nora Hammond. A good serve there, but Freeport ready. Free ball sent across by Soilis. And a chance here. Nope. Free ball sent across. Quaker Valley trying their best to flip the tables here. Perfect shot by Grace Beach, and we are at match point. Set number 3, Freeport, 24-17. Match on the line right here. Elena Whitlinger at the service line. Back row attack. That was McDonald. Now Freeport going to have a chance to set it up. And the kill one more time. Cassidy Dell does what she does best with Grace Beach on the court. Another perfect set by Beach. And right into Dell's wheelhouse. She hammers it home. Match over. Freeport advances to the WPIAL Class 2A Championship one more time. What a dominant performance so far these first 3 playoff matches. Freeport has not dropped a set on their way back to the District 7 title game. And of course, one of the goals of those seniors that I spoke to after that Neshannock match was to get back to that WPIAL Championship game. Do it one more time.
No, that's okay. No, I'm only doing that. I don't think so. What's that? Oh, you know what? I have it right here.
Just having some conversations with some folks here. No, that's okay. We're interactive here at High Top Sports Network. So it'll be Saturday, November 5th at 1 o'clock at the UPMC Event Center on the campus of Robert Morris University. No problem. Hey, Coach. Coach Galon and his lovely wife asking me when the Yellowjackets will be back in action. And guess what? It'll be this Saturday, November 5th, 1 o'clock at the UPMC Event Center on the campus of Robert Morris University. Freeport looking for their 7th WPIAL championship since 2010. What a run. These Yellowjackets have been on for basically 2 decades, 18 straight section championships, and a chance to add another WPIAL banner to the gymnasium at the Hive in the gym at Freeport Area Middle School. And you got to give these Yellowjackets a ton of credit. I mean, it's one thing to be a number 1 seed, and it's also quite another, to just steamroll teams on your way to a district title game. And that is what Freeport has done. Give Quaker Valley a ton of credit for the way they came out in the second set. They're dropping that first set 25-10. You think maybe, we're overmatched. It's a possibility that, your mind starts playing tricks on you like, hey, we can't hang with this team. But they really fought hard in that second set. forced Freeport to the limit, 25-23. Freeport had to come back in set number 2 to be able to take a 2-0 lead in this match. And once it was a 2-0 lead, Freeport kind of kept the Quakers at arm's length in set number 3, a 25-17 win in the third set to put it away and to put Freeport on track for a shot at another WPIAL championship. Shenango and Avonworth coming up next. Had a Shenango fan ask me if we were televising this, and I said no, but feel free to get in touch. Should you be watching this and you sponsor a team or you're a fan of a team that, hey, we've gone on some playoff runs over the past 3 years with a couple of different teams in different sports, and certainly more than willing to do it again for your favorite team. And as I have noted on the broadcast before, there is a fee that you have to pay to the district, and of course you have to pay to the state to be able to broadcast these playoff games, and it rises every single round. So of course, the more sponsors, the better, to help us be able to cover your team, be able to go on the road with your favorite team throughout the playoffs and throughout the playoff run. Now that High Top Sports Network is an affiliate of the Trib High School Sports Network, we can get into those WPIAL playoff games where we haven't been able to in years past. Luckily, we've been able to work something out with the Trib. They've been super accommodating. Justin LaBar, the general manager of the Trib High School Sports Network, we got in touch before the school year and worked out an opportunity for us to be an affiliate. So, if you're watching this match on the Trib and, hey, you're a Shenango fan, or you're an Avonworth fan, or, hey, we don't discriminate by classification. We'll go where you want to go. Just reach out to us. We'll figure it out. Get in touch. And if you know someone who would be interested in sponsoring our coverage, we love to do it. That's one thing about High Top Sports Network. You're going to get our best come playoff time. Our effort will match that of your favorite team, of course. So feel free to reach out to us. We got states coming up right after this. And I know that there are a couple teams out there that we've gone with throughout state playoff runs since our launch in 2020. And we certainly would enjoy doing it for your favorite team. Thanks once again to Freeport Monumental Works, our game sponsor this evening. We'll pull their little graphic back up here on the screen. That's Freeport Monumental Works, memorials, markers, monuments, and more. Visit them at 344 2nd Street, Freeport, or give them a call, 724-295-2320. Well, I'm going to have to sign off here before this next match gets started in about 25 minutes. Sign off and pack it up. And it has been my pleasure to bring this broadcast to you this evening, and certainly been my pleasure to watch this Freeport team just be absolutely incredible. And I think I got Coach Phillips coming up here. Oh, yeah, he's on his way. So we're going to get a post-game here with Coach Phillips. I'm going to have to get his headset out, plug it in, because I thought, well, I'm up. Yeah, I gave him the thumbs up. Come on up, Coach. Well, I appreciate you coming up. No, that's okay.
Larry.
Here, Coach.
I got to see my buddies here 1 second. All right, I'm here.
Oh, boy, I got you coming in hot here. 1 second. Let's turn you down just a smidge. All right, Coach, back in the WPIAL championship game. Quite a feat for you guys. And I thought what was really impressive tonight was your second set You know, you come out, you dominate in the first set. Match can kind of swing right there. Hey, maybe Quaker Valley folds up a little bit. But no, they came out and gave you everything they had. And for you guys to respond and show that guts of a champion, to come back in that second set and take it and then take control of the match, go up 2-0, that was really impressive to me tonight.
Yeah. We actually came out. I think the first game we played pretty solid. Those first probably first 15 points, and then I think we kind of lost some intensity out there. And getting game one was absolutely huge. But they changed a lot of things from their rotation. They did a lot of things tonight that they don't typically do. So give them credit. I mean, they've been working on a lot of X's and a lot of moving that lefty around to the middle and to the right and to the left. So she's a very good player.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, you showed your talent tonight too. I mean, no slouches out there. Like we've talked about before, you know, you guys are a tough out because of the weapons that you have. And again, this was another example of when you got Grace Beach on the court at the same time as Cassidy Dell. That's really an unstoppable combination. I don't think Grace missed many passes at all tonight.
You know, Grace did a great job tonight, not only from the passing standpoint, but her serve was really effective tonight. So, you know, that's a great thing. And Grace has been working really hard. You know, her and Cassidy, they really get clicking on certain things. So, you know, we were happy to see that tonight. But we were a little flat on the outside tonight. We normally are typically a little stronger on the outside. I'm not sure what it was, but you know, I'm happy with the win. There's no question about it. You know, it's always good to get a 3-0 win, regardless. And you know, Quaker Valley is a very solid team. So, yep, I'm happy.
And well, you know, not your first 3-0 win in this tournament. All three of them have been 3-0 so far, and I made mention of it on the broadcast. That's an extremely impressive feat. Whenever you consider, as you march forward, obviously the matches get more difficult, the teams get more talented, and still for you guys to have not dropped a set so far in this tournament, that is extremely impressive.
Yeah, I think that battle back in game two. I think in game two, if I remember right, if I recall right, we were down 7. And you know, just you know, when we called timeout, we said, "Hey, look, it's just working one point at a time, and that's what we got to do. We got to get back in this match, and you know, there's nothing magical you can do about it. It's just a good hard work, and that's what we have to do." So I was very, very impressed with how they tightened things up a little bit and worked really hard to get back there and get that game two. So
tell me just how special. I mean, you've been through it before multiple times, but how special is it to get back to that WPIAL championship game?
Oh, it's, you know, I just telling a reporter over there, you know, he said, "Does it ever get old?" I said, "No, never." You know, I mean, it's something that you work for all year. You know, these girls, you know, it starts conditioning and summer camps and things like that. You know, those are things that, you know, I remind them constantly about. You know, it's the hard work and the effort that they put in, you know, all through the year. And, you know, this is the dividends that you get for this. So, you know, we're very happy to be moving along and being in that championship match again. So, yep, couldn't be happier.
Shenango and Avonworth about ready to get started here in the other semifinal match. What do you know about either of these two teams?
I know a little bit about both of them. You know, yeah, I think this should be a very good match. You know, actually, I might see this one go 5. You know, I mean, I think they're both talented teams, got a lot of weapons. Shenango's got a lot of weapons, and you know, Avonworth too. So I'm anxious to sit back and just relax a little bit and watch this match.
Well, if I know you, your brain is still going to be scouting this and breaking it down no matter what. You don't get to really relax because one of these is going to be your opponent on
Absolutely,
Saturday.
Absolutely, and that's the way you got to look at it. You got to, you know, going 5 wouldn't bother me a bit, you know. So yeah, but like I said, I think this should be a very good match against 2 quality opponents. So yep.
Well, thank you for joining me once again. As always, Freeport head coach Tom Phillips, congratulations.
All righty. Thank you very much.
To the WPIAL championship game.
Okay, go Jackets.
All right. That was Freeport head coach Tom Phillips. You're welcome, sir. And I love it. I love it that he always, I mean, he didn't get me in the quarterfinals, and I kind of gave him a little guff for it. And you know what? He brought the entire team after the Neshannock match And then tonight, I mean, if you can get an idea, you look across on the camera and you see how high these bleachers are at North Allegheny. I mean, he sprinted up those stairs into high knees. Looking good. Tom Phillips and his team certainly looking good tonight. So that will do it for me. Josh Regengost here on High Top Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. Freeport 3, Quaker Valley 0. Yellowjackets move on to the WPIAL Championship. Everyone out there, stay safe, be well, and have